Okay, I'm setting up my new toy, my new webcam that I had yesterday from Amazon. I got Amazon on my mind. Amazon. That I had from Amazon yesterday, and I'm setting it up. Changed the light on the side of me here because the light was too bright, and turned it over. I'll show you my little picture on the wall and the one behind me that I had of my darling daughter in Amherford. In fact, I got two of them. And you can see on the side of me my Tesco shopping crates, because I get Tesco delivery shopping now because this heart trouble. I cannot go to shop in a supermarket now. Well, I can go in a supermarket and get one or two things, but I can't do a big shop. I haven't got the strength anymore. Even driving down there now makes me tired. So I get Tesco, bringing my shopping, and I keep them on the side of me here, the baskets, shopping baskets. Anyway, it is today the 23rd of the 12th, 2022, and 2 days time it'll be Christmas, and I'll be spending my 27th year without drinking. This is because when I had my second divorce, it was a nightmare. My first divorce was a nightmare. My second divorce was a bigger nightmare. I never wanted my first divorce or my second divorce. But my first wife had an affair for 3 years and wanted me out. And my second wife wanted me out because I bought a council house. And she wanted her children to have the house after her, not my children. I couldn't do that to my children. Even though two of them now not talking to me, but I couldn't agree to her having, well, she wanted to make a will so that her children had that, and I landed up, she couldn't get me out, but she drove me out. The things she did to me, I wouldn't even say on here the things she did to me. And she was such a lady, everybody loved her, everybody thought she was such a nice woman. But the things she did to me to get me out of that house. Anyway, I landed up homeless, living in digs down Llanelli, and this was in 2000, well, it wasn't in 2000, sorry, I'm going back a bit, 1990, January 1990, and it was then I hit the bottle. I was in a state of shock. I just couldn't believe it. I hit the bottle. I was living down in Station Road in Diggs in Llanelli, and I started drinking every day. That's when my drink problem started. Now, my first and second wife will say that I was an alcoholic and a drunk when I was married to them, but that's not true. You see, I became an alcoholic after splitting up with my second wife, and I couldn't. I just gave up on life. I was just fed up having my second divorce and having to get out the second time. And I started drinking, and for 10 years I drank every day. And that was until 27 years ago when I finally decided to stop drinking. And now, at the time when I was drinking, I couldn't even afford to catch a bus, let alone have a car. I had nothing. Of course, that's when two of my eldest kids, my eldest daughter then and my eldest boy, gave up on me. They didn't love me anymore because I had no money. I was out of work. But I got to give my youngest daughter credit. she stuck by me. And so did my youngest boy for a while. Then he pouted later on and stopped talking to me. But 27 years ago, I stopped drinking, and of course, it was a struggle for the first year or two. I suffered terrible with depression, but I kept at it. And now look, I've just bought my second MG sports car. I've been driving for 52 years. I've had over 20 old bangers. But back in my drinking days, I couldn't afford a car, nothing. And now look, I've just bought my second MG sports car in the last 4 years. Because once I stopped drinking, life changed for the better for me. Even though 3 of my 4 kids still don't bother me, but you know, they only wanted money anyway. I don't think I'd have, if they were still bothering with me and all that, I don't think I'd have my second new car. I think because I was soft, see, giving them money when I had money. Always when I was married to their mothers, always working underground, giving their mothers money, making sure they had plenty of money, you know. But then once I landed up on my own, no money, they didn't love me anymore. Anyway, I see my youngest daughter. I'll be with her now in Amford. I'll be with her in Amford Christmas Day, and my grandson, a boy. And I had my other grandson. He's 12. I had him. What day is it today? It is Friday today. I had him last weekend. And I'll be seeing him in the week next week. So I see 2 of my grandchildren out of 9. And I'm happy with that, because I can spoil them then, give them all the money they need. And I can do it. Funny enough now, I can do it now. I got so much money now, I could spoil my grandchildren and all that. But you see, I got a lot of friends going through the same thing, not seeing their kids and all that. You know, even, you know, I was one of 9 children, and my father didn't bother with his father, our grandfather. We never got to know him. And now we've managed to get photos of him. We all want to know about him now. But when we were young, we weren't able to see our grandfather, George Worth. George Worth, he worked in the mines in Tumble, and he lost his leg working in the mines. So, you know, and that's why I had the urge to work, because I worked 25 years underground, and I loved it. I loved it. The best job I ever had. And, you know, I was married then to the first and second wife. So, you know, it's a pity they've closed the pits and kids today won't get that. Anyway, I'll stop filming now. It looks okay from here. I've set the light up, changed the light, changed the angle of the camera, because this now will be, I always used to film on, if you look at my other videos, you'll see I've been filming on my mobile. But now I've got my new toy here, and I'll be filming on this. Okay.